NYPD, guess what? They lied. They said there was a shootout. There was no shootout. They shot a man running away. Now we have the video. Here it is. Put up the picture of the victim. Now, I'm going to say this on record about the cop. The cop is a lying-ass, murdering cop. That's my opinion. Now stand by it. Let's keep the victim's picture up. The New York Police Department is facing a backlash after the release of a body-worn camera footage showing the fatal officer-involved shooting of a black male that you're looking at that contradicts the NYPD report of the incident. The NYPD told us it was a shootout. The cop who did the killing was praised as a hero, even by the mayor of New York. Rameek Smith is his name. Mr. Smith died of a headshot wound after being fired upon multiple times. Let's go to the New York Police Commissioner. The New York Police Commissioner, her name is Keishant Soul. She said Mr. Smith was involved in a shootout with the officers, leaving one officer injured. They had no choice but to shoot Mr. Smith. The NYPD claims officers Dennis Vargas and John Echevarria were patrolling in uniform in an unmarked car near 3rd Avenue and Claremont Parkway when they spotted Mr. Smith. Vargas got out of the vehicle and approached Smith on the sidewalk, who started to run. While Vargas pursued the man on foot, Smith pulled a .48 9mm firearm, which authorities said was concealed. Police officials said ballistic evidence shows Smith discharged the weapon at least 3 times. One bullet struck Vargas in the left arm. NYPD officials said Vargas then fired his service weapon 11 times. Then the other cop, who followed in the vehicle, fired 8 shots. What video? What are they talking about? They must be talking about another murder they did, because it's definitely not this one. The video does not show what's in the report. Literally, if I put that video up and I read the report, it doesn't add up. What we saw was a man running away. Even if, and this is a stretch, but possible, even if Mr. Smith had discharged his firearm earlier and was running away, still, the police report is a lie. It is a lie. Let's put up the mayor of New York. He likes the police a whole lot. Used to be one. Smith, who was awaiting sentencing for a gun charge, was used as ammo for Mayor Eric Adams' arguments against bail reform and the need for his new neighborhood units. The shooting was also applauded by the commissioner of police, who called Smith a dangerous criminal who should not have been on the streets of the Bronx or anywhere else. Well, it looks like the police agreed with you, Commissioner. There's more. Let's put up Rebecca Kavanaugh. Rebecca Kavanaugh, a New York criminal defense attorney and good at her job, told a local news outlet, the video does not show the officer's justification for using deadly force. I agree with Ms. Kavanaugh. Mr. Smith was running away, she says. Courts have repeatedly held that someone running away does not pose an imminent threat, even if they have a gun. The court has upheld that ruling time and time again. The police claim Mr. Smith fired a gun. That's not reflected on the body cam video. Even if Mr. Smith fired a gun, he was not an imminent threat to police as he was running away. We can all agree to that, right? Now, I know some will say, well, if he fired a gun, it is what it is. He deserved to die. I want you to think about what you're saying. Just because somebody may deserve to see a judge does not mean they deserve to see their maker. It's not the same. You cannot empower cops to become judge, jury, and executioners in the United States of America. That is not his call to make. You like the Constitution, like all of it. Like the part that says you have due process in this country. Like all of the amendments that provide protections and an arena for you to face the accusers against you. Like it all if you like the U.S. Constitution. What this cop did was antithetical to the Constitution, was contrary to the facts, and was adversarial to his own police report. And he was praised as a hero. Well, now we have the rest of the story. And that story continues to develop. This is why it's important for local communities to have strong and empowered citizen review boards. You got to have them, and those boards need subpoena power so that you can mandate, compel testimony and evidence when things like this happen in your local community. All right, Dan, thoughts here?
On a human level, you have to just feel sick that someone can just, or a whole police department can just systematically feel that they can lie about this incident, that they can cover it up. And really, this is an incident, this is about human life. This is about taking someone's life. It's about taking someone's life who is running away from you. And you said it exactly right there. You can't have someone who's judge, jury, executioner wearing a badge and uniform in the streets. They have to go and see a judge first. That all has to be adjudicated out in court. You can't have that done out in public because honestly, that's what Trump was advocating for during protests in 2020 when he was asking different police officers to essentially use whatever force necessary they could to put down essentially peaceful protesters. The government should not have that authority. And exactly, we need to have review boards all across the local cities and governments around the country. That's something that people can do locally to really actually make a difference, because accountability needs to be had for all these police boards that feel that they can get away with this without impunity. They are the ones who are acting like gangs.
Very well said. The greatest disinfectant for corruption is transparency. And if you can become part of a transparent movement to hold others accountable, we move forward as a society together.